got 15.
Okay.
We only have 3.
Those are these.
79, sorry.
Yeah, so winding down.
Winding down. All right, Ms. Bayless, this is number 7. How would you handle an individual who you may have difficulty serving on the board?
Say that again?
How would you handle an individual who you may have difficulty serving with you on the board?
I'm usually a team player. I've been a team player for years. We may have disagreements, is that's what you're talking about? We may have disagreements. But there's usually always a way to come to some sort of agreement. I'm much more a team player than not.
All right. Questions?
So I think that we're going to go back to kind of perception thing. The first thing I would do is look at myself and say, I'm having difficulty, am I adding to the story of what I think this person means or says or does? And it's not always easy, but I would try to have that conversation and ask that person some questions, open-ended questions to listen to where we have that disagreement. You know, is there a perception of me that I've somehow set up that through open communication, we can work. It's not always possible, but I think that's the best way to try to overcome those sorts of situations.
Digging into the HR side of things, communication. A lot of times communication is the issue. One person may be saying A, the other one may be saying and therefore the communication is not properly understood. So maybe sit down with that individual and just figure out where the differences are, where the communication gap is, and work it out. Otherwise, is it my cologne? Should I change the cologne that I'm using? Where's the problem? But sitting down with the individual and figuring out, determining a neutral position might be a good start.
As long as you ask on all 3.
Well, I can't because only one person said it.
Go ahead.
Okay, just for Mr. Krebs, you just had made a comment back here about gender ideology and the teachers. Just so I can clarify, are you in favor of that, or children being referred to as what they were born with, they're male or female?
Basically, that's the decision that the board needs to make, and not the teacher. Basically, the teacher should not be forced, hey, my child wants to be called such and such, or referred one way or the other. If the superintendent sees that as an issue and we don't have a policy, then the board should make the determination. Is that up to us?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Hutchinson, you're up next. Sure. Okay. As a board member, how would you complete this statement? My greatest hope for the future of the Littlestown Area School District is.
So I think it's a mixture. That every student is getting the supports they need to be successful in a way that sounds like I'm going around. Basically, not every student is here to be the best academics. Not every student is here to go to a trade school. Not every student is here to, read lots of books or do whatever. But every student can be successful. So I think the best thing would be having some students that come out that feel that they were able to be successful, that feel like they had a place they belong, that feel like that we're meeting their needs, intellectually, whatever level that is. Socially, we're providing an environment where they can have friends and grow up and evolve into the adults they're going to become. And physically too, I work in food insecurity. So that's something that's really close to my heart, mental health addiction. So knowing those kids have a place to come, it's not always the home, unfortunately, have a place to come where they can get a meal and they can feel safe and feel like they belong.
Correct. Basically, a high success rate compared to the other schools in the state, that we've got a high rate of students completing the high school career and their diploma. It'd be great to be able to develop the next president or the next governor here out in Littlestown. But if we have a high success rate overall compared to other schools in the area, in the state, I think
I think it would be fabulous if we could, as many kids as possible, as many of our students as possible, the students that are high school certificate bound, okay, high school diploma bound, get as many possible that we have, become at least proficient, if not above proficient, by the time they graduate. Now, that's a tall task, but I think we can do it. And again, go back to the fact that we're a small community. With a small school system, you're going to be able to address a lot more challenges that will come to you in a large school system. So I think it would be fabulous if every kid that walks across the stage to graduate is at least proficient, if not above proficient.
Correct. What support would you need if you were selected to serve as a member of the board?
support in terms of, the support that I would need is to understand, basically catch up to where the board is, and proper board etiquette, proper board requirements from my position. So some kind of training to be able to be as proficient as the board is.
I'm Carrie will provide all of that. Ms. Bayless? Question was, what support would you need if you were selected to serve as a member of this board?
I think I could step in. I've been attending board meetings, I'm keeping up with online, like already, I'm kind of keeping an eye on the current, let's see, current first grade. Right now, you have three classes of first grade students. And your kindergarten, you have 5, second grade, you have 5, third grade, you have 5, fourth grade, you have 6, and fifth grade, you have 6. So you're going to have a lower bump. Kids right now, they're in first grade, they're going to go into second grade. This is just for one example. You're going to have a slowing down period for a while, and that's going to come through as those kids progress through. So I don't know, I guess you just reroute your staff from 4th and 5th grade teachers to be able to offset the lack of students who have first grade as they move up through the ranks. But just keep an eye on the school system and pay attention to what you guys are doing. I come in meetings. I think I'd be very fine. Just good step in.
So I know there's various training that's offered, and I would closely with Mrs. Mummer to get set up with that. I know there's the Pennsylvania State Board Association, I've heard you all talk about it in the meetings, there's training available out there. I'm a pretty good self-learner. I like to get in the weeds and do research, but then I like to come back and talk to people. So, some great conversations with what's the one thing you wish you would have known at your first school board meeting? So one piece of information you needed that you didn't have. So it would be a combo of learning on my own and learning from the board.
All right, I'm just gonna stay with you because this is Steve sharing my papers. So, is there anything else that you would like to say to the board? This is the last question.
That's my last question.
That's your last, this is the last question is, and I'll say it so you can all get it.
So I just want everyone to know, and I've had a chance to talk to some of the board members. I put a lot of thought into this before I decided back in January to run for the school board. I used to commute an hour each way every day. Of course, COVID changed that, but still, it was an executive. Well, by the time I left, executive level position down in Littlestown. Actually, for a while, I had to go to Canton, Baltimore, and it took a lot of time. My kids were younger, and they actually, each of them has their own set of learning differences that I was learning about and supporting them in. And there are extracurriculars and all the things that we're doing. I have been interested in running for some sort of office or taking on a role since I was in probably high school, maybe middle school. Thinking more at the federal level. I actually been turned down in DC and realized those people never have time to do anything that they wanted to. It's only been recently since I started, I think the moment was when I started working with the band boosters in the concession stand. And the same 5 or 6 people were there every Friday night. The first ones in to come get their food of choice, hot dog or whatever it was, cup of coffee. And the community, I didn't grow up seeing that where I was from. So seeing that, I realized that actually serving the community is I think, something that will tell me far more. I work in nonprofit space now, commute to Westminster, a lot easier than Canton. 2 of my boys are in college, one's starting in a couple weeks. My daughter's coming to the high school, she's pretty much done with mom. So I have the time to spend on it. So I know that this is basically a job. I realize that, I make the time for that, and that's my commitment if I'm chosen for this position.
Mr. Price?
Well, thank you. You get 2 highly qualified candidates here also. So I am here to try to serve the community again and help where I can. So, like I mentioned earlier, I'm getting ready to retire. I'll have all my time to assist in various positions as needed. If I need to be at a booth somewhere and taking all the questions, or the top shots from at the carnival so they can duck me. I'm here and available. But yes, that's my goal is to try to help where I can. So thank you both for being here. For having both of us.
Okay.
Well, this is my second round through, so you know pretty much everything about me. I'm on the ballot for November, May through the primary. So I definitely am looking to fill a position on the board. To fill a little earlier would definitely be beneficial. But mostly, I just really want to serve. I just want to serve the community back. I have the time to do that now. I'm retired. And I have a lot of knowledge from my past experience on the school board, 10 years on the school board before, that I would love to share with you guys. And I think I could really bring a lot to the board, best practices, and share with you that I think would really benefit our community and our children, especially as they go to school.
I appreciate all the opportunity, all the candidates coming out, because as I said the day before, it's not, you stated probably best, that bewitching hour.
Yeah,
that
I
we
know.
have, and there's a lot that goes on at this time, and right now, especially, it's, in the summer, school start, college kids going on, et cetera, so forth. So I appreciate you all coming. Thank you. We're going to take a couple minute break for us to
Take a break, and make sure everything on something is on. Yeah, but there are any follow-up questions.
take anybody have any, yeah, let's go with any follow-up questions to start with, anything?
I normally do, but I didn't.
What's the rest of them?
Mr. Perez?
Yes.
I'm sure now, this is a short-term 3-month position.
Yes.
You, unlike your counterparts, are not on the ballot for that part. I'm assuming you're still serving in a more short-term interim role, and if so, what would your potential interest be in wanting to run in the future?
Yes, I would probably look to be on the ballot here in the future. I put it on my message or the letter that I submitted. That I would be looking to be on the ballot here for future contention on the board.
I don't know.
Good.
Good. I would ask you, but it's still that work. Do you have any questions? Do you want to take a 2 or 3 minute break? You have to stay here, but collect your thoughts, rate numbers, or you just want to just over? All right. Sherry, you're going to do a roll call vote?
Okay, so we'll do a roll call vote, just say the individual's name after a vote.
Correct.
We don't have to say why or anything.
No, just the individual name.
Stephen Yerger. Janelle Ressler.
Mr. Perez?
Danielle Brenneman.
Mr. Perez.
Wayne Sullivan. Nick Lovell.
Mr. Perez?
Jean Ewan.
Is it?
Mary.
Mary and Carl.
And Carl.
Mr. Perez.
Okay. Perez.
Okay, you might want to stop and talk to Terry tonight, because you got a couple lots of things you got to do.
Good luck to the candidates who want to go on the ballot.
Okay. All right. Hold on, we're not done yet, folks. Well, we're done with it. Still question and answer period. Okay. Any old business? Any new business? I need a motion to adjourn. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?